Good evening, everyone. My name is Mitch Young. I'm the principal at Forsyth Central High School, and I welcome you to join us in this unique platform to honor so many students who have worked so hard to rack up academic honors. Central STAR stands for Students Taking Academic Responsibility Seriously. It's been a long tradition here at Central to honor these students, and we're excited to do so today. To be a Central STAR, a student will have to have either earned a 5 on an AP exam taken in 2019, scored 1,300 or higher on the SAT during that school year, or earned a 30 or higher on the ACT exam. We have several students who have qualified for this and in multiple areas, so this should be quite an event. We know this doesn't happen without lots of support. So teachers, moms, dads, guardians, grandparents, and siblings, our hats are off to you as well for supporting the students that we honor here tonight. Now, without further ado, let's honor some of our Central Stars.
Greetings. My name is Rafael Santiago. To be named a star student, a student must earn the highest score on the SAT in one sitting among all seniors and be in the top 10% of their senior class. These students are honored at a county-level awards dinner where they get the opportunity to name the star teacher whom they've selected based on a positive impact the teacher has had on them. I am proud to announce that the Forsyth Central Star Student for the 2019-20 school year is Julia Valle. Julia will now share with you who she chose as star teacher. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Julia Vallier, and I'm so honored to represent FCHS as a STAR student. I'm attending Georgia Tech this fall to study chemical and biomolecular engineering with a focus in biotechnology. And I wouldn't be saying any of that if it wasn't for all the amazing teachers I've had over the past 4 years. And if I could choose 3-star teachers, I really would, because it was a very monumental task to choose just one. And I would like to recognize just how much Mr. Schuyler and Ms. Stevenson have meant to me over these past few years. Mr. Schuyler has just been a constant mentor, and he's always creating new opportunities for me to explore the areas I'm passionate about. One of my favorite was Summer Science Institute, and then I've also been able to do 3D printing and medical imaging and all these crazy things I never would have considered if he hadn't pushed me in those directions. And I just really want to thank him for always pushing me to pursue my passions and for being so inspiring all the time. And Miss Stevenson has really been like a STEM mom over these past few years. I've known her since freshman year when I joined the rocketry team, and she's just always been there to support me in school and outside of school whenever I'm stressed. And I used to eat lunch in her classroom every day, and I'm just so grateful that I have these great supportive teachers in my life. And I would also like to recognize Miss Parisi, who I chose as my star teacher, because she's just such an incredible person, and she's so hardworking and so driven and so passionate about what she does and about her students that she just inspires that passion in everyone that is around her. And I wrote a little bit about her. Miss Parisi inspires confidence because she herself exudes it. She invites new perceptions of the world and challenges everyone to push past their perceived limits. I noticed this from my first day in her class. To be honest, as a STEM student, I viewed AP Language as a class I just needed to somehow survive, and never would have fathomed just how much a single class could teach me. On that first day, we were simply analyzing a news headline. To me, the words seemed completely objective, yet Miss Parisi explained that by a subtle choice of structure and subject, the headline conveyed ostensibly biased undertones. I was absolutely impressed. Even then, I began to realize the power of precisely structured words, and this was an idea Miss Parisi continued to impress on me every day. Perhaps the best compliment I ever received from her was that my writing was reminiscent of her own collegiate-level papers, because she's undoubtedly one of the most eloquent people I know. Her notes on my writings were constant affirmations, encouraging me to continue to develop my style. She pushed me toward new ideas and endeavors, even encouraging me to enter a literary competition, something I never would have imagined myself succeeding in. Through all her efforts, she taught me that I had a voice, one that was unique and potent and worthy of expressing. Miss Parisi also introduced me to the idea of the Renaissance woman, a concept I have since endeavored to model my life upon. I've heard from several mentors over the years that it's a shame I'm going into science, seemingly lamenting the fact that my love for writing or art may be somehow diminished in the process. Yet Miss Parisi encouraged me to continue to pursue creative outlets in tandem with my passion for science. She taught me that I don't have to obey any of my passions in pursuit of just one, but rather that the sum of my various interests contributed to a more fulfilling, multifaceted life. She even inspired the theme of my college essay, that I am the epicenter where all my eclectic passions meet. Though I'm no longer in her class, her influence in my life is yet unmistakable. I went into my senior year with a diversified schedule, which included an art class, something I hadn't pursued since my freshman year. The multiple outlets for creativity afforded by her class encouraged me to rediscover the interest I had diminished for several years. And from writing my college recommendations to conversing with me after classes, she has continued to be a source of inspiration and positive affirmation in my life. She has praised my eloquence, hard work, and artistry, but those are all qualities she herself inspired. Her command of language has a captivating quality that I have simply tried to emulate. Her hard work is not lost on any of her students. One cannot help but reciprocate her devotion to her class. She inspires me toward greatness because she is herself an excellent model of that quality. I cannot thank her enough for teaching me the tremendous beauty of language, for demonstrating the powerful voice that even someone so introspective as myself can command, and for reigniting the creative spirit that I had done my best to keep dormant. I'm truly honored to have Ms. Parisi as a teacher.
First, I would like to thank Julia for giving me this honor of being the STAR teacher. And now, in turn, I would like to honor her with a speech that I have written. I wish that everyone could know Julia Valier. I wish that everyone could experience what it means to be in the presence of true perfection. This seems like a statement that is meant to be taken lightly, the kind of declaration that people make without thinking, like, "This burger is heavenly," or "These shoes are divine." But that is not my intention. Julia is perfect, and I mean every syllable. She is a girl who can look at a piece of literature and see spinning meaning alive in spaces where others see nothing but emptiness. She is a girl who can reach her delicate hand into obscurity and pull colorful images made more brilliant by her artist's touch. She is a woman who quietly peers into the soul of an issue and discerns complex nuances, then uses that keen understanding to identify possible solutions. She is a woman who will never brandish her incomparable intellect to degrade, but instead carries an aura of welcome, glowing and warm and real. She makes everyone feel at home, even though she is a veritable genius. She is the only person in my years of teaching AP Language and Composition who earned a 98% raw score on her multiple choice practice exam. And just to clarify how difficult that is, College Board has devised a special curve formula to help students on multiple choice. A 60% raw score is usually considered decent. But she is so much more than scores. To reduce her to percentages would be an unfair diminution of who she is. Julia is the one who will raise her hand when no one else will. Julia is the one who will quietly offer bold analysis, allowing the strength of her words to resound, not their volume. Julia is the one to lift the level of sophistication in the room to the point where an 11th grade high school English class feels more like a graduate course. Julia is the one to stay up late, to complete her assignments until she feels they meet her standards, to meticulously scrutinize every last detail, poring over it all, but to never let you know about it. Julia is the one to always smile. Julia's science teachers revere her. Julia's math teachers look upon her with wonder. Julia's history teachers adore her. Julia's English teachers love her, especially this one. Julia's peers worship her without exaggeration. And at this point, it's just a matter of time before the rest of the world catches up. I mentioned earlier that I wished everyone could know Julia Valier. I do think that wish will soon become a reality. It's almost inevitable. She will be known, and not for the reasons that people are usually known in our time, but for a brilliance that shines from a rare place of simultaneous intellect, humility, creativity, and kindness. She will change this world. She will give hope. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is TJ Maniscalco, Assistant Principal here at Forsyth Central High School. Just as we celebrate our STAR students every year, we also celebrate those teachers who have helped them reach the highest level of success in their respective advanced placement courses. Please join me in congratulating the following AP teachers who have had students score a 5 on their AP exams. To our teachers, we thank you and we appreciate everything that you do for our students day in and day out to help them reach the highest level of success here at the C House.
beats music.
Now I'm pleased to announce this year's top dog. We'll present the top dog to the student who has the highest SAT or ACT score in the school for this past year. Well, this is one of those historical years. We have 3 students, 3, that have scored perfectly on their ACT. That is incredible. All 3 of these will receive top dog honors, and from our friend Sean Smith at Balfour, each one of these will have a choice of a class ring or an FC letter jacket. Thank you, Sean, and your family for providing this to our top dogs. This year's winners, Nikita Bose, a senior. Also a senior, Connor Cohen. And a junior with a perfect ACT score, Shannon Tozier. Normally this time we'd have everybody stand up and give a wild ovation for these folks. You're at home right now, so if you're watching in your living room or in your office or wherever you may be, please take a moment to rise to your feet and cheer it up for these 3 top dogs. Congratulations, guys. We're so proud of you.
Hi, my name is Nikita Bose and I'm a senior at Forsyth Central. After I graduate, I plan to go to the University of Georgia as an honor student and study biochemistry. And over the quarantine break, I've been enjoying passing time by learning how to cook, riding my bike, and spending time with my family.
What's up, everyone? I'm Connor Cohen, and I'm super proud to be part of the 2020 graduating class at Central this year. It's been a wild ride, especially right now during these times. I'm mostly just been going to a ton of Zoom calls lately with my friends to stay in contact and to keep myself sane. I'm planning on going to UNG next year, and then maybe later transferring to a bigger college like Georgia Tech. So anyway, that's me, and thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Shannon Tozier, and I'm a junior this year. I hope everyone's been doing okay. I know I've been keeping busy by reading a lot and hanging out with my family. I hope you all have a great rest of the year.
Well, this has certainly been one of the crazier years that we've ever lived through. And in fact, in talking to a lot of people, I'm not sure that we've seen this kind of worldwide shutdown or chaos or disruption since World War II. Students, you are definitely a part of historical times. And in through all this, you have continued to pursue your academics and succeed at your academics, and we are so proud of you for that. So as we close out tonight, I just want to give a warm thank you to all of our teachers who have kept you engaged, to moms and dads who have kept pushing you into the classroom, and ultimately I want to thank you guys, the students of Forsyth Central, for all you do to make this such a special, special place. God bless you, and we'll see you back here soon.